As someone who used to be fat and has managed to transform his body, in this video I wanna talk about the rule of discipline in changing your body composition. I will go over the things that affect your body composition, I will tell you what they are, and then I will go over each one of them, and in one of them discipline is extremely important. After watching this video, you will know essentially what role discipline will play in your journey, it should play if you want to get in shape, and how it will look practically. Let's begin. What affects your body composition? There are two main things that affect your body composition. Your diet and your training. So, not the exact components of your body composition, but what affects those components. The two components are body fat and muscle mass, essentially. In these two things, the training and diet, there are two main metrics: consistency and quality. It is basically what is the quality of your actions in these things, what are the foods that you eat, what are your training sessions, how they look like, and how consistent you are with doing these quality things. If your consistency, for example, is very good, but your quality is alright, your diet is alright. If your quality is bad, but your consistency is amazing, that's a negative value, you are not improving. On the other side, it is not quite like that, but in general, we want to have as good of a consistency and as good of a quality. Quality comes from knowledge. If you know what to do, then essentially the quality of the actions that you will do will be amazing. If you know exactly what to do, how to get in shape, how a diet should look like, how your training should look like, and how it should be structured, then your quality will be amazing. It will be good. And this is why I don't really think that this is the harder part of the equation of getting in shape, because the thing is that even though acquiring knowledge, it's not easy, right? It's not easy. You need to actually go and research this stuff. There are a bunch of conflicting pieces of information out there. If you find a really credible guy who knows his shit, who either studied it or actually went through it and saw the results of it, and if his ideas are based on the scientific method, they are probably good. Listening to him, learning from him, and realizing how to get in shape is pretty good. There are people like that, like Mike Israel and Jeff Nippard. They are amazing. Consuming their stuff for 10 to 20 hours in total will give you a good enough idea on how to get in shape to the point in which you will be able to achieve most results on the quality side. And then there is the consistency one. This one is a bit more tricky, because think about it, most people know vaguely what to do. They know how to get in shape, they know that resistance training is important, or just training in general. They know what a good diet should look like: more protein, more fucking vegetables, fruits, and less of these fucking low quality foods. Less food in general. And they don't do it because the average person is fat. He's not jacked, he's not in good shape, and that's where the consistency comes. Doing the right things is the hard part. Knowing what they are is not. Learning what they are is not. Education is not. Doing them is, because it is recurring. It is not a one-time action like learning and then you have this knowledge for the rest of your life. You don't really have leverage over it. You have to just do it each and every day. The results will compound, more leverage will be acquired, because after getting in shape, maintaining it is way easier. But in general, each action does not yield a lot of results, and the only way in which you will see results long term is if you keep going. It is recurring. Doing the right things is all about the mental aspect. The mind does not like pain, right? We don't really like to eat this extremely disgusting food, or to train for 3 hours when we are tired and we just, we feel that pain and we are tired and we don't really want to go through it. The mind does not really like it. At the beginning, training is new, we have never gotten results, and we get a lot of results at the beginning. Motivation might occur, but motivation is not a constant. It is not a constant that is in our control. You can't really just snap your finger and become motivated. You can't do this shit. You just can't do it, because it is not a constant and it is not really in your control. Feedback will increase it, Good feedback will increase it. Consistency and feedback loops might increase it too. But these feedback loops, these results, they come from different things. They come from discipline, self-control. Self-control is not a constant too. It constantly changes. People who are extremely disciplined today can become extremely undisciplined tomorrow if they would start to do the discipline stuff. Right? Not tomorrow, literally, but in a few years, they can lose their discipline because it is not a constant too. But it is not a constant, but it is in our control. You can snap your finger and just go to this workout and prove to yourself that you are more disciplined. And that's why discipline is important. That's its rule in working out, in getting in shape. It is going when you don't want to go. When you just don't want to bother, when you feel this pain to go to this workout, to eat this meal, you control yourself, you use discipline, and you do it anyways. The practical application of it is that, so there are two scenarios. In both, one sits on a couch and he needs to go to a workout. In the first one, he delays it. He says to himself, I don't feel a lot of motivation today. I will go in a minute. And then when a minute passes, he's not motivated again. And he delays it again and again and again, and he does not go to his workout. On the other side, there is the other guy. The other guy sits on his couch. He does not feel motivation at all. He does not want to go, but he just snaps his fingers and says to himself, I go. Shut the fuck up, brain. I go. And he goes. And he finishes. And he improves his physical fitness by 0.1%. And when he does it consistently, that's when he builds the habit of doing it, and that's when he gets insane results. That's when he completely transforms his body, and that's what discipline is, and that's essentially it. I will see you next time.